What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your one and only boy, Flippin' Stoop, and I hope you guys are rocking this awesome, amazing, grateful day we have today and the opportunity that presents itself. Today we're going to talk about perspective, and people's like, what's perspective got to do with eBay? Perspective isn't going to give me sales, and that is where you're wrong. You are totally wrong if that is the way you're feeling. The truth is our mindset dictates where we go in life. If your perspective is, I got this opportunity, and anything I've ever tried in life, I've never followed through, I never made a commitment, I'm never going to make it, well, guess what you are going to create in your life? Probably a lot of upset and failure. The truth is, if your mind is telling you that eBay's not going to get you the sales, you're not going to get the traffic, you're not going to, all the things people worry about in the beginning of reselling, well, them are the results you're going to get. If you get committed in your mind that regardless of what eBay throws at me, and let's face it, guys, everybody's got challenges on eBay. I don't care if you're succeeding through the moon. I don't care if you just started today. You are going to have challenges. Without those challenges, you can't grow anyways. So what we all run from, right? We don't want to pay taxes. We don't want to do this. That is what's making people grow. They're facing the adversity face on, and they're running to it, and they're figuring it out. Do they fail at certain things? Yes, we all fail. Anybody that is trying to win in life will tell you that they didn't get where they got to by no failure whatsoever. All of them will say failure is what led to their success. Matter of fact, you can look at it this way. Failure is success unless the only way you can fail on eBay is if you stop. If you quit, you throw in the towel, say the hell with this shit, I'm done with it. It's too much. It's overwhelming. I can't do it. Well, you're going to just wherever you got yourself from that attitude up until this point, get used to that. Because I'll tell you this, many times have I thought that just because I was a good person and a hard worker, that doors were going to open up for me. Let me tell you this. Nobody ever knocked on my door, and I opened the door, and they say, here's the opportunity of your life, and you will be set from here on out, Justin, because you are a nice person and you work hard. Nice don't bring you success. Okay? Without hard work, dedication, and belief within yourself, you can pretty much sum it up that you're not going to get much further than the person next to you. Okay? So the truth is it is your perspective that drives your performance. How you are feeling about eBay and yourself being able to be a good reseller or the best reseller that's ever existed. If you are believing that you can achieve that, you will put the work in that it takes to get you somewhere on eBay. If you're believing that it's just going to be a slow stroll and I'm never going to get anywhere, and anything I ever tried in life, I just wasn't a fortunate one. If that is your perspective, I strongly encourage you to change your perspective. And changing your perspective might be difficult, but you are capable of doing it. How do you do that? When them old, negative, nasty thoughts come into your mind and saying that, yeah, I kind of figured I wasn't going to get good sales today. When those come in, kick them out, throw in some optimistic ones, and get to fucking work, right? Nobody out there owes you a fucking thing. I don't care where you're at in life. Nobody owes you anything. So nothing's just going to get handed to you. eBay, you hear me say it all the time, is a fucking opportunity. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of the moment. Every second that passes counts. Right? No second that went by didn't mean shit. Every second you have in your day turns into minutes, and every minute turns into hours, and every hour turns into days. Take advantage of those times that you have. eBay, opportunity. What is the only thing you own in life? The time that you are living in right now. You own this moment. That's it. You don't own the truck you're driving because you're not taking it to the grave with you. You don't own the house you live in. I don't give a shit what the mortgage, because you owe a 30-year mortgage. Oh, yeah? If you own it, quit making payments on it for 6 months. See what happens. Guess whose it is? It's the mortgage companies now. Right? So you don't worry about the material shit. Right? Focus on altering your perspective and watch new doors open. New doors will open if you change your perspective about life. If you start changing your perspective of eBay, it is an opportunity. There are people on eBay making millions of dollars a year. What? So what is holding you back from that? What is holding us back from that, let's say? It's our perspective. Other people took advantage of the opportunity and went through the adversities. We have not got there yet, right? Now, if you're beginning your first month selling, your first week selling, whatever. But if you're 2 to 3 years in, like I am, it is your perspective that it will drive you day in or day out. Or if you're feeling sluggish in eBay and you don't want to list and you don't want to go sourcing, you don't want to do none of that, it's because your fucking goals are too small. Your vision's too small. All you're trying to do is pay your bills. And let me tell you something, if you're waking up and reselling and all you're trying to do is pay your bills, you'll never be excited to be a reseller. Set a goal. $10,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $100,000 a year, $1 million in sales in a year. That is something exciting to wake up for, to achieve, right? If you are just living to pay your bills, you can't be excited because nobody can't wait till bill day. I've never ever heard a person in my entire life of 40 years, going on 41 years, say, yeah, I love bill day. Fuck yeah, I can't wait till bill day, guys. I'm so excited. It's like my birthday. I get to go spend money on something that I don't even want. That's usually what bill day is. We are living, most of us in life settle, right? What do I mean? You'd be like, I don't settle. I'll get what I want. Okay. For example, take money out of the equation. Imagine it in your mind. Think about the home that you would want to live in. Okay? Imagine that for about 5 minutes. What beautiful, what your kitchen would look like, what your pole barn would look like with the truck hoist in it or a motorcycle hoist. Like your imagination, let it run wild what your dream house would look like, okay? Now open your eyes and walk around your house. Is anything in your house your dream? Most of us would have to say, no, we bought what we could afford, right? Why do you think that is? Because you settled for a job, you settled for a life, and now you're settling just to pay your bills. You guys, it is a perspective. There's people that go homeless to millionaires in 6 years. How do you think that happens? Do you think they just got some magic sauce in their DNA and decided one day, hey, you know what? They changed their perspective of life. They started looking at life as an opportunity instead of an obstacle. If you've ever been the one, like me, I've said this. If you've ever said the phrase, I'm just trying to make it through the week, or I'm just trying to make it through the day, you have to change your perspective. Because if you are just trying to make it through the day, you are most definitely not taking advantage of the opportunities that are presenting themselves in front of you every day. Because all you can think about is getting in your pajamas and getting in your bed and having no responsibility. If you want to be perspective, everything's responsibility. So if you're running from responsibility, you're not going to succeed on eBay. If you're running from the things you don't see, this problem is, one of the biggest problems I had was, I'm looking at the eBay platform, I'm seeing how much I got to learn. Oh my God, I got to go sourcing every day. Oh my God, I got to list every day. Oh my God, I got to fucking do this and do this, right? I'm thinking of all this shit instead of looking at this and saying, this is an opportunity people at my age did not have as kids. Take advantage of the moment. Everybody in this group has the ability to list 30 to 50 items a day. Every single person. It doesn't matter if today's day one. I don't think you should be listing 50 items on day one, okay? Because you're going to overwhelm yourself. But you can build yourself up to that. So everybody has the capability of doing that. Do you know how much 50 or 60 items a day selling between $15 and $40 would bring you in a month? Probably about $18,000 to $20,000 with the same amount of effort you're giving your 9 to 5. But why won't people do that for themselves? I believe lack of value with yourself and lack of value of your time. What is the most valuable thing to you in life? Ask yourself that. Most of us, if we got honest, we'd have to say time. Because you can't buy no more time. You go buy a new truck. You go buy a new motorcycle. You go buy a new outfit, right? But you cannot buy that 5 hours you spent on YouTube or Netflix yesterday. You can't buy that back. You can't buy that back. Go to the old folks' home, volunteer for a day, and listen to how many of them folks says, I wish I woulda. I wish I would. I wish I would have did that business I thought of. I wish I would have spent more time with my kids. I wish I would have took that vacation. I wish is the scariest thing in the world. Regret is the scariest fucking thing in the world. And listen, you can take all this information in, right, from all my videos. I got 115 videos on YouTube, and I probably got over 1,000 in this group, right? You can take all that information and listen to everything. If you are not writing this stuff down, if you are not applying this to your day, every day, you are wasting your fucking time. Why do I say that? You can watch an exercise video and get motivated and start exercising, right? But if you just watch an exercise video and learn everything you got to do exercising, but you never apply it, you wasted your fucking time. You can't watch something and get in shape. You can't watch something like this and your bank account grow unless you're applying the things actually to your everyday life. The majority of us, me included, for the longest time, you got all the information you need. You know everything you have to do throughout your day to be successful, but you're not applying it to your day because we get comfortable with the lifestyle we have. I was just talking to a dear friend earlier, and the truth is, for the majority of my life, I got comfortable being fucking broke. People be like, what? How the fuck you get comfortable? Listen to me. There is no student when they're in 5th grade, 1st grade, 2nd grade that says, when their teacher says, what do you want to be when you grow up? And a little kid in the back raises his hand and says, I want to be broke. There's not a single soul that has ever said that. Okay? That's what I became because of my lack of perspective, my addictions, and all that other stupid shit I was going through, right? And I got comfortable being broke. I got okay with being broke. Why? Because we are human beings that our strongest point through everybody in this group and everybody in the world is your ability to adapt, to change. Everybody's like a chameleon. You can adapt to your environment. How do I know that? I went from a pretty decent household into a prison, and guess what? I lived. I adapted to it. I went from working a 9 to 5 to being a business owner. Why? Because I adapted. Is it going to be easy? Fuck no. Because once you have a certain style of life for so long, you punched in, you punched out for 20 years of your life, and now you're trying to start your own business. There's going to be a whole lot of things you got to do in your own business you didn't have to do at that punching in and punching out, right? But if you can take what you learned from that 9 to 5, that hey, look at when I'm here 40 hours a week, I get a paycheck. Well, when you work for yourself for 40 hours a week, you'll get a better paycheck. Trust me. Why do you think people listen? If it didn't work, why in the hell would anybody start their own business? Nobody would have their own business. They would all be owned by the government, and the government would issue checks to us every week. If running a business didn't work, people wouldn't stop their 9 to 5 lifestyle and start their own business. Why would you do that? Because it's more headache. There's more responsibility with the business. Way more responsibility with the business, right? When you work a 9 to 5, your taxes get deducted out of your check, and then they owe you money sometimes at the end of the year. When you're running your own business, you have to calculate your own taxes. You might have to pay in if your write-offs don't cover it, right? So there is a big difference from working a 9 to 5 and working really hard. I was a construction worker for 30 years. There's no way eBay can kick my ass. Bullshit. I call your bluff. Doesn't matter. I did that shit too. Right? It's kicked my ass before. I thought back and I'm like, oh my God, my head's spinning 99 miles an hour. I got 99 things to do a day, right? So how do you do that? How do you do them 99 things a day? You write down the 5 to 6 most importance, and that's all you do. Don't worry about the other 99 things you got to do today. Focus on what must be done. And if you have extra time at the end of your day, work on them other 99 things. You ever hear a person that's got a checklist, right? And they've had that checklist on the refrigerator with little boxes next to it for the past 6 months, and only one's checked off. Why do you think that is? Because their checklist is a mile long and they don't know where the fuck to start. They're too overwhelmed. Write a couple things down and just do them. Don't hesitate when it comes to listing. Just do it. Don't hesitate to photography. Just do it. Don't hesitate to go source. Just wake up and go do it. And watch the success. Watch when your perspective starts changing about eBay and about life and where you could be if you worked really hard for the next 5 years. Where do you want to be the next 5 years? Let me ask you a question. Do this. Exactly where you're at right now today. The results you're getting, everything. Right? Picture it. Maybe if you want to draw a picture of it, I don't care. Picture it. And then ask yourself, do I want to be right here 5 years down the road? Because if you don't change nothing about what you're doing today, your next 5 years is going to be the same as your last 5 years. If you want those 5 years to change, you have to apply some structure to your life, and you got to apply something different, a different perspective. I'm telling you, every successful person I've ever studied, and I've been studying for 4 years. No, I'm not like, I haven't been studying it for 25 years yet, but I'm going to study successful people till the day I die. And one day I'm going to be that person somebody else is going to be discussing, because I'm never going to give up. But the truth is, not a one of them try to do 99 things a day. They're doing 4 to 5 things consistent every day. All them other thoughts, they kick right out of their head because it doesn't matter. It's not going to get them closer to their vision or dream. In every single one of them I've ever studied, and I'm talking about the billionaires, guys, 100 billionaires and all them. Every single one of them said they had a mind change. They started telling themselves that they can achieve greatness, that they're willing to go through the challenges to get them to a different style of life. You have to be fed up, almost fed up with how life is going for you right now in order to make a change. If your life's going great right now and you're okay with it, well, you ain't going to make any changes to get a better life, right? That's why a lot of people that become homeless that I've researched all of a sudden become millionaires 5 years down the road. How did they do that? They're high school dropouts, homeless, living in abandoned buildings, eating out of trash cans. To 5 years down the road, they're millionaires. How do you think they did that? Do you think they got the same perspective today as they did when they were living in that abandoned building? Or eating out of trash cans? Do you think their perspective is the same? No. So what did they do? They adapted. One of our greatest superpowers that a human being has is the ability to adapt. You can adapt to anything. You can go from one listing a day to 3 months down the road listing 40 items a day. And do you know how much you just changed your income by doing that? Or even 20 items a day. 20 items a day? You're rocking the sauce, man. You can easily make $350, $400 in sales a day on 20 items a day. You guys, it is all a perspective. All this right up here, whatever's going in here, is what's leading the lifestyle you're living. If you're waking up miserable and you're thinking life sucks and you're taking advantage or you're not taking advantage of every moment throughout your day, just know in 5 years, where you're at today is exactly where you're going to be at then. Just probably a little more depressed. How can anybody be excited to wake up and know the next 5 years is going to look the same as the last 5 years did? Even if your last 5 years were awesome. Your perspective has to be, I'm going to do some more awesome shit, or you're going to get the same results, right? So think about that for a minute. Whatever perspective you went into eBay with, start altering it. Start believing that you can. If you do not believe in your abilities to be awesome on eBay, you are going to be mediocre or you're going to suck. There's no in-betweens, guys. There isn't. It's either you're a good reseller or you just gave up and you fucking quit, right? So what are you going to do your next 20 years? Just give up on everything else you try and quit? This is an opportunity that everybody has. It's an opportunity. So when people be like, I just didn't get lucky enough in life. I just wasn't handed. God just didn't grant me with all that fucking success. That is your brain lying to you. Most of us, we are lying to ourselves on a daily basis. I just don't got the time. What the fuck? I don't wake up at 36 hours. I wake up at the same 24 as you do. And I had a 40-hour job a week too when I first started this shit. Right? So everything you're telling yourself why you can't is a fucking lie, because you have all the answers inside you. Every single one of us, guys, we all have the answers. I have the answers within me to become a multimillionaire, and so do you. You know what I haven't done? Applied all my time properly throughout my day. That's why I'm not knocking on the door becoming a millionaire. That's why. And it's the same reason you're not. Maybe you are a millionaire watching this. If so, rock on, you got there. Right? Now, guys, it's got nothing to do neither with the millionaire marker or the $500,000 a year on eBay. But the truth is, if it's been done, why not go after it? The biggest thing that frustrates me, and your life is your life, live it however you want, don't think I'm judging you, don't think nothing like that. When I hear people say, I just don't want to put the energy, I just don't want to put the effort into eBay. I'm good with one sale a day. Okay, in the beginning, that's awesome. One sale a day, that's awesome. That's something to be proud of, right? One sale a week, that's something to be proud of. But why settle when you are a being that is capable of more? Why settle in life? You guys, we got one of these, okay? Once you go 6 feet under, or you get cremated, your opportunity is done. Okay, you're done with. It's over with. You don't get a second go around and be like, man, that first life, now I can see. Why not resurrect yourself, right? Well, I'm going to talk a little holy stuff. Resurrect yourself. And what do I mean by that? Write down the things that you're not happy about in life right now and your eBay business. Okay, I'm not happy. Because guess what? In 5 years, if you ain't changed none of that, you're going to still be unhappy with them things you're writing down, because you're going to be in the same spot. Maybe even worse yet, right? You might be on antidepressants and all kinds of crazy psych shit our medical industry gives people to try to make them happy because they know they're just not applying. If you apply yourself every day and do the things you know you have to do, when you rest your head at night, you will be happy. You ever go to bed and you can't sleep, your mind's all over the place? You know why? It's because you know that you didn't get done what you should have got done, or you're not trying to reach towards your goals whatsoever. That is why. And you guys might say, how's this got anything to do with eBay? Is there anybody in this group, anybody, out of the almost 2,600 people, me included, that has not had a day where you didn't accomplish your listings? I have. I've had many days where I didn't accomplish my listings. How'd you sleep that night? I didn't sleep that good. Because I know I did have the time throughout that day to get done the allotted listings that I told myself I was going to get done. So, I'm going to have to call her back. You guys give me 1 second. So the truth is, if you apply yourself, you can achieve anything. You guys, eBay, if you wanted to, if you could hire enough people, 1,500 people, 2,500 people within the next 20 years, yeah, I'm sure $1 billion a year in sales is possible. Why isn't it? It's just a number, guys. It's just a number. Can you get to $1 billion in sales a year by yourself? I highly doubt that. But somebody may prove us wrong in the next 20 years. Who knows? Right? So I ask you to think about where you're at in your eBay journey right now, right? Whether you're just starting off, whether you're a 5-year veteran, 10-year veteran, 20-year veteran, whether you're 2 years into it, 3 years almost like we are, wherever you're at, ask yourself, is there anything I could be doing today that would better my results tomorrow? And if there is, which I can guarantee every one of us, me included in this group, there is something we could be doing a little more consistent, a little better, and be a little more responsible to get us better results tomorrow. Every one of us. Guys, there's always something you can do within your eBay journey to get better results tomorrow. And I want to see everybody in this. I really do, guys. I want to see everybody succeed. This is why I get deep in this content. Because I want to get to the root of what's going to help you succeed. Listen, no video you're watching out there is just going to give you all the answers you need. Matter of fact, 99% of the answers that you're out there looking for, you have inside. All right? Now, maybe not what niche to pick and things like that, because you don't know or how to do, descriptions or titles or whatever, or feedback or shipping. Maybe you don't know that yet, but you know in the back of your mind, if you apply yourself every single day, you could be awesome at reselling. You could be a beast. You could be the best. You could be phenomenal where eBay's making commercials with your face in the background. Why couldn't you? Why wouldn't they do that for you if you proved yourself? Why can't you? Most of it is the limitations we are putting on ourselves. We all put limitations on ourselves. Everybody. Even the success people, super successful people in life are putting limitations on themselves. So ease up on your limitations of yourself. Believe you can achieve it. Believe you're worth it. Alter your perspective a little bit instead of waking up saying, it's going to be another boring fucking day. I listen 20 items a day, 40 items a day, whatever you're doing, right? Be like, I'm going to get to my goal in 5 years. I'm in it for the long haul. If your mind is get in, get out, you're never going to get the result. I don't care any business in life. If your mind is get in, get out, that's not a good motto. You got to be in it for the long run. Is eBay going to take you a while to get good at? Yes. Did it take you a little while to get good at walking when you were a kid? Yes, you crawled, you rolled on your belly, you fell over on your back, you busted your knee, you busted your elbows. But you know what? You never gave up. You kept going. And now how are you doing at walking? You're pretty damn good at it now, ain't you? You're pretty damn good at it, right? Yeah. And then you were able to get up on a pedal bike, and you sucked at riding a pedal bike in the beginning. You were terrible. Maybe you got on a skateboard and you sucked, right? I skateboarded for 8 years, right? It was terrible. I had to hold trash cans to learn how to ollie and everything, right? But then I got pretty damn good, right? In the beginning, you are going to suck at eBay. Know that, accept it, but know if you apply yourself every single day, you're going to get better and better. And within time, you will be a beast. Within time, if you are seriously applying yourself to the eBay platform, another example, how good were you at Facebook the first month it came out? You were like, what the fuck is this? How do I do this? What do I do with this? Why does this do this? How do I do what they just did? Now, how are you on Facebook, right? You pretty much operate that shit with your fucking eyes closed and do everything there is on it, right? Okay, same thing. eBay, don't be scared of eBay. It's a you know what? Even if you fuck your listing up and you hit send and you list it and it's messed up, you know what the greatest thing about eBay is? You can revise the item. Don't be a worry to hit that button, right? Don't overthink your listing. Don't overthink your picture quality. Don't overthink if your finger was in there on accident or not. Whatever. Who cares? Am I items I've sold with my finger holding the tag? No, it's not the most professional, but somebody still bought the item. Stop overthinking everything and know in the back of your mind, hey, you know what? I might not be the greatest reseller today, but in another year, I'm going to be good enough where I can teach somebody else how to resell. I love you guys all. It's your boy, Flippin' Stoop. Now, if you don't want to get to your full potential in this group or get better than where you're at, maybe this group ain't for you. But I don't think anybody in life don't want to scratch on the door of their most valuable opportunities that they can hit. You guys, every one of you have the ability. You all have, me too. We all have so much potential 90% of the time, guys. And that's a made up number just because I want to exemplify on something, right? I want you to get your attention. The majority of the time, human beings don't even get close to the full potential of what they could accomplish in life because they don't believe in themselves. The power of you is so strong, it's fucking ridiculous. Your mind, you've been trained to think the way you think right now, regardless of what it is. By your environment, by the way you were brought up, by what you tell it every single day. The greatest thing is, within time, you can change that. You can change. What do you think I do through my I ams list and my gratitude list every day? I am reprogramming. Your brain is just like a computer. You program it to do whatever, it'll do it. You program your mind that life sucks and nobody's got the time to build a business and all we do, you know, right? Hello, that's what you're going to get, right? So think to yourself, okay, so my mind's been thinking like this for the past 20 years and these are the results I get from thinking like this. That's actually a pretty cool thing because you trained yourself to get the results you're getting in your life. So if you trained yourself to be able to get the results you're getting in life and you're not happy with the results you got in life, guess what you can do? Untrain yourself from them thoughts, retrain your thoughts, and become an animal. Become a beast. Become the best you've ever been. Now, don't try to be better than the next guy. Try to be better, or girl, try to be better than the you were last year or the year before. That's what it's all about, guys. It's not about competing with me. It's not about competing with Rally Roots. It's not about competing with Donald Trump and Oprah Winfrey. I don't use them guys as references because I want you to compete with them. Because what they did is they says, okay, last year I had a pretty good year, but this year I'm going to make sure it's better. Little tiny things, guys. That little 5-minute walk in the morning. Right? That little one extra. What does 2 extra listings a day take you? 5, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes? What did that take from your day? Nothing. You can cook pizza in 20 minutes. Go throw a pizza in the goddamn oven. Come down and get your last 2 items listed, right? You know, your 20 minutes isn't your whole day. And that is going to get you closer to being a better reseller than you were the day before. So why not be excited about that? Be excited about the potential that's in you. And by the time a few years of this goes by and you keep trying to better yourself on a weekly basis in your business, before you're going to know it, you're going to look in the mirror and you are not going to realize the man or woman that you were looking at, because you are going to be a different person 3 years down the road than the one you are at right now. In order for you to get different results, I told you got to unprogram your mind, reprogram it with different thoughts and abilities that you can achieve, right? And then through them thoughts, you're going to put in different actions, which is going to give you different results, which in 3 years down the road, you're not even going to realize who you are anymore. 4 years ago was my first video. It was terrible. 30 seconds. And I was so scared, guys. I was drenched in sweat. Soaked. I couldn't get a word out of my mouth. Why? Because I was afraid of exposing myself to people on the internet. Right? In life, period. I didn't want nobody to know anything about me because I knew all the bad I did. Right? And I'm not saying I'm a beast content creator, right? I'm not saying like, oh, I'm the guy, right? But I will tell you this, the person you are looking at today is a different person than I was 4 years ago. The person that I'm looking at today is comfortable on the camera, and I used to never be. That is the only reason I made video content, because I used to be uncomfortable with the camera. And I knew to grow, you got to get yourself uncomfortable. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to grow. Why? You got to get out of your comfort zone, because in your comfort zone, right back to the only results you've been getting is because of the comfort zone you're in right now. You got to get a little uncomfortable to get further than you are at in life right now. It's your boy Flip Soup. I hope you guys rock out your eBay day. I hope that motivated and made you think a little bit different about what your day could look like tomorrow. Have a blessed day.